K4YDB,
W5ABI and 5B. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Put me at the bottom of the list. I got another ham coming over here in about 15 minutes, bringing me an amp, so I'll probably be at the end of the list.
Very well, Joe. I'll move you down there and keep you down there. So thanks for volunteering. And so welcome to your Black Friday Come Early.
Okay, Lee. Thanks for putting me at the bottom. K4YDB.
Yeah, K4YDB, WB5DRI. Good morning, Charlie. Yeah, roger that. I appreciate that, Charlie. This is WB5DRI. I'll be starting up the Air Force's Flyers Club net at the top of the hour.
Good morning, Brian. WB5DRI, KG5PT.
Yeah, good morning, James. KG5PTE, WB5DRI. Well, good signal, James. I understand you need to be a short timer.
I watched the cemetery today with my family and pay my respects to my father. He passed away exactly 5 years ago today on the same date, November 25th, 2019, and we got to go out there and have a little get-together with the family.
Okay, James. Well, we'll get you in there. Yeah, I think Lee has you right at the top of the list there.
All right, thank you, KG5PT.
This is WB5DRI. I will be net control this morning for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We'll be starting up at the top of the hour on this frequency. This is WB5DRI. We'll be starting the Air Force's Flyers Club net in about 4 minutes.
AJN standing by for the Air Force Flyers Club net.
Morning, Joe. W7AJN, KG5PT.
Thanks for the comeback. And I did get your email. I'll reply to that.
Roger, roger.
Well, it's about that time. Let's go ahead and get started. Good morning to all. This is WB5DRI. I will be net control this morning for the Saturday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club net. This net meets on this frequency, 14.290, every day of the year, normally starting up about this time, about 1000 Central Time. The Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, and veterans of all the military services, to include pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missile crews, support crews, and anyone involved with military aviation from all of the air branches of all of our military services. We also very much like to welcome visitors to the net, and you don't need to be involved with the military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a control net. We like to use the words contact, relay, check-in, or info to contact net control. We also have a very good website at www.airforcesplural.club.org. That's airforcesplural.club.org, which has a lot of good information about our net, about our members, and also an online application if you're interested in joining. Again, that's not necessary in order to check in. Again, my call sign is Whiskey Bravo 5, Delta Romeo India. My name is Brian, and I'm located down here in the Alamo City in San Antonio, Texas, in South Central Texas. Our format for this net is we take check-ins and we go down the list, allowing each station to give their reports, and then we go back for a second 73 round if there's time. Usually on Saturdays we have a little more time and lots of check-ins. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I do have off of NetLogger this morning the following stations. I have James, KG5PTE, that I've talked to. Good morning again, James. I have Cliff, W5PIX, mobile this morning, I believe. Good morning to you, Cliff. I have our NetLogger, N5BE, Lee. Good morning, Lee. I have Chris, KS5KY. Good morning to you, Chris. Good to have you back in there with us this morning. I have John, W86LJS. Good morning to you, John. I have our commander, K1BOB, Bob. Good morning to you, Bob. I have Frank, N4GYY. Good morning, Frank. I have, let's see, my older brother, Dale, W5OG. Good morning to you, Dale. I have WX7 Lima, Art. Good morning, Art. I have Ray, WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Ray. I have K4YDB, who is doing a live stream of our net on YouTube. If you type in his call sign, K4YDB, his live stream will come up. And there's also a question of the day on there that you might want to review. We have a question every day. It's kind of a trivia fun thing that we do as part of our net that generates a lot of discussion. Let's see. Also, I have Bill, W2WLD. Good morning to you, Bill. I have John, W7AJN. Good morning, John. I have N1SSN, who's a visitor this morning, Frank, in Florida. Good morning to you, Frank. Let's see. Then I have W8, it looks like W8TJT, I believe it is. Tango Juliet Tango. And that would be, I believe, Dwight in Ohio. Another visitor. Good morning, you guys. And then I have W5ABI, Joe. Good morning, Joe. Then I have, let's see, KJ5IAI, who is just receive only, I believe. That's Mike. And we're glad to have you out there listening this morning, Mike. Let's see, then I have KE0. It looks like KE0IGK, Eric in North Dakota. Let's see, then I have Norm, who checks in with us quite often, N9KJN. Up in Illinois. Good morning to you as well, Norm. Good to have you back in there with us. And I think I mentioned, that Mike, I already mentioned that Mike is KJ5IAI is receive only. At this time, that's the stations I have on the list. Let me go ahead and get a call out from the West Coast. John out in Paul. John, WA6LJS, could you put out a call for us, please, sir?
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Air Force Flyers Saturday morning net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. Yeah, I got KP7LAK, Brian, Justin, who's a short timer, and there was one other. Who's the other station? Call again. W5. Okay, it's W5AWT, W5 Alpha Whiskey Tango. Did you get those two, Brian, back to that?
Yeah, I'm hearing them. Justin's a little light with me, but I may need a relay on him. I'm not sure, John, but thank you for that. Let's get a call out from the East Coast here. Charlie, could you put out a call for us, please, sir? K4YDB, WB5DRI.
Wilco, this is K4YDB relaying for net control. We're looking for check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Members or guests, call now. All quiet here.
Okay, Charlie, thank you. Well, let me go ahead and give the question this morning. It's pretty straightforward, and it's pretty softball stuff, but stuff that is kind of important to be aware of and for us to understand about the current condition, I guess, of our Air Force. But anyway, here are the questions from Air Force current events. How much do you know about all this stuff? I didn't know all this information until I had read this particular editorial. But we hope that the incoming administration will build back our Air Force and its aircraft, equipment, manpower, munitions, and capabilities. And I still subscribe to the motto, peace through strength. And I think quite a few folks in the Air Force hold that here as well. This information comes from our Air and Space Forces magazine for November and December this year. Page 2, an article entitled Risk and Reward by Tobias Nagel. I think I pronounced his name correctly. I hope so. Anyway, the Air Force today fields the smallest, oldest force in its history. It is retiring aircraft faster than it chooses to acquire them, and therefore shrinking further day by day. The Air Force dropped below this number of aircraft for the first time ever this year. Okay, what was this number of aircraft that the Air Force dropped below this year? And the possible answers are Alpha 3000, Alpha 3000, Bravo 4000, Bravo 4000, Charlie 5000, Charlie 5000, Delta 6000, Delta 6000. Okay, the Air Force also struggles with a chronic pilot shortage that has left it consistently short of requirements. Specifically, a pilot shortage for the Air Force. How many pilots is the Air Force short of its requirements currently? And the possible answers are Alpha 1,000 pilots, Alpha 1,000 pilots, Bravo 2,000 pilots, Charlie 3,000 pilots, Charlie 3,000 pilots, Delta 4,000 pilots, Delta 4,000 pilots. Okay, the Air Force keeps spending more on fighter sustainment, but spare parts shortages and maintenance backlogs undermine readiness such that mission-capable rates for F-35, Lightning II, and F-22 Raptor fighters hover around what percent? Okay, so the mission-capable rates of the F-35 and the F-22 hover around what percent? And the possible answers are Alpha 50%, Alpha 50%, Bravo 60%, Bravo 60%, Charlie 70%, Charlie 70%, Delta 80%, Delta 80%. Okay, does anybody need any repeats on the questions there? Over. Okay, hearing none, let's go ahead and get started. Top of the list is KG5PTE. James, good morning again. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Good morning, Brian. WB5DRI, KG5PT here. Well, appreciate you letting me come in early because I got to get out of here in just a minute. I got to take off here and go meet my mother and go pay our respects to our father, my father, who passed away 5 years ago on this date, Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. So the date happens to follow the same date and year this year. So we're going to go pay our respects, and appreciate you letting me check in. As far as the question goes, put me down for Charlie. I have no idea. And I'm going to give my 7-3s now and wish all the Flyers a good day. WB5DRI, KG5PT, I'm clear and going that away. 7-3s, everybody.
Okay, James. Well, 73s to you, and have a good day there, and we'll talk to you again soon, I hope. But 73s to you, and drive safe there, going out to visit your dad's grave there. And I got your answer as Charlie there, James, so very good. We'll go ahead and put you down for Charlie across the board there, if you like. These don't line up I don't line my questions up all the time to be the same, so in this particular instance, they're not the same. Anyway, 73 to you, James. Let me break with you. Let's go ahead and take Justin now, KB7LAK, up in near Ogden, Utah there. Justin, you're up, sir. WB5DRI. Good morning. Okay, Justin, 73 to you, and have a great day there, and very good on the flying business there, and everything that you're involved in there. Good to have you with us this morning, so have a great day out there, 73. Break with Justin. Let's go on to our itinerant truck driver there, W5PIX Mobile. Cliff, where are you driving this morning? Good morning, WB5DRI. Is he still talking? Can you turn it? W5PIX, WB5DRI. I'm not copying you, Cliff, this morning for some reason. You're just way down the mud. I apologize. I just can't bring you out. Let me see if anybody can relay what you said there. Can anybody provide a relay for W5PIX? This is WB5DRI. Cliff, I apologize. I'm just not copying you this morning. I have no copy on you. I can hear that you're there, but I can't make out what you're saying there. So let's go ahead and move on this morning. I'm sorry, Cliff. I'll try to, on the 73 route. I'll give you a call again, and maybe we can get you in there a little bit better. This is WB5DRI. Let's move on. We'll break with W5PIX. Let's go to our net logger this morning. Lee, thanks for what you do with the net logger, and good morning. N5BE, WB5DRI.
Yeah, WB5DRI, N5BE. Good morning, Brian. And boy, you're loud on Lumpkin. Just smoking Lumpkin. And I could not hear Cliff at all. I was trying 2 SDRs and local. I can't hear him. Boy, this is a set of loaded questions because I was involved in part of my career of rolling up some of these numbers, and you have to ask the right question to get the right answer. That's one thing, and then it's which wire do you want to believe? And I'm not saying that tongue in cheek either. So readiness rates. There's a difference between fully mission capable and mission capable. And if the fully mission capable number was out there, I think it would cause more consternation than the number that they're floating out there. So, and then the pilot shortage, I saw something recently where just because you got the top of your class and you wanted fighters, you're not necessarily going to get a fighter. You may get a 4-engine airplane instead, because that's where they need people right now. And and in some cases, not all, again, you have to ask the right question. They have a glut of fighter pilots because of the shutting down the F-35 deliveries for about a year, and so they're not getting the airplanes out there to fill out the squadrons. So they don't need all those fighter pilots right now. So it just all depends how the question gets asked. But I'm gonna go. Boy, oh boy, I think the pilot number is somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000. So I'll go with Bravo on that one. And then let's see, what was the other question? The readiness and how many aircraft are struck. I'm going to go Bravo, Alpha, Bravo, because I haven't read the article, but I think that may be fairly close, Frank. So thanks for the question. And boy, this is a discussion item that would be a wonderful roundtable discussion of subject matter experts. It truly would. WB5DRI N5B.
Okay, Lee, real funny, N5BE, WB5DRI. Well, we got your answers there. It's Bravo, Alpha, and Bravo. Very good. I should say that this was from an editorial, and so I took the numbers specifically right from the article. So this is one man's answer to this. To these questions, so it's very subjective. I understand that, but anyway, we'll go with what he said in his editorial. But got your answers, and appreciate it, Lee, and good discussion of the problem there. It is very subjective, and there's a lot that goes into rolling all this out. No doubt about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Break with you. Let's go to, I believe Chris is up next in Bowling Green. K4YDB. Chris, good to have you in there with us again. You're up, sir. Good morning. WB5DRI.
Yeah, WB5DRI, K4YDB. Well, good morning to you and all the flyers, and glad to be on. This time of year, usually on a Saturday, kind of off as next 2 weekends. We don't have an archery tonight, so here I am. The question goes into the two question, really kind of curious to see what the article says. I'm not familiar with it, I haven't read it, but some of our answers, I'm going to go with AAA, because it just Alpha across the board. And that actually made me think like the high school my son goes to had an Air Force racing program, and I was talking to Chief Maxwell who was working with that. And I asked him what was one of the biggest issues with recruitment programs and military environment. And he said one of the biggest showstoppers as of late has been a lot of these kids are getting diagnosed with and put on medicines for things that have been typically boring in the military, especially with behavioral and mental diagnosis. And so that's where we're at. Everybody wants to treat everything with a pill, put everything on paper, and that's causing a lot of that. So I think that's what some kids I can tell you for the last 4 years anyway, I wouldn't have gotten it when I did. I would have done it, and I wouldn't want to go back now. K4Y, back to that.
Okay, Chris, K5KY, a good strong out of 5.758 almost with me here in San Antonio this morning, Chris. Good signal. Good to hear you, and good to have you in there with us. And got your answers there is Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. So we'll go ahead and move on here. Break with you. Let's go out to Hamul, California, to our net control station out there. Thanks for the relay help, John. You're up, sir. WA6LJS. Good morning again. WB5DRI.
Okay, thank you, Brian. WB5DRI, WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Good conditions today. I'm hearing everybody locally, with the exception of, I never heard anything from Clifford. I don't even know if he was really in there, because I had full SDRs on and I didn't hear anything, and usually I hear something somewhere. So anyway, let's see, it's 43 degrees, a lot of sunshine. I got a few broken clouds on the horizon, but right over me it's a lot of blue sky, and at 43 it's kind of cool, but it's going to be probably in the low 70s in a few hours here. We're warming right up. Let's see, answer to your question. Well, I don't really know, so I'm going to make a bunch of guesses. I'm going to say for the first one, put me down for Bravo, the 4,000. The second one, put me down for another Bravo, the 2,000. And for the third percentage, put me down for Alpha, 50%. So put me down for B, and then O. And thanks for running things, Brian, and back to you, WB5DRI, WA60JS.
Okay, John. Well, very good. Hearing you, of course, almost an S9 with me this morning. Good signal as usual, and got your answers there, John. It's Bravo, Bravo, and Alpha. So let's go ahead and move on. Break with you. Let's go to our commander up in Idaho, in Boise. Hope your cold is better there, Bob. K4YDB. Good morning, sir. You're up. WB5DRI.
Good morning, Brian, and all the flyers. Well, we just had a little setback. I don't know. I think it's overall getting better. Thanks for mentioning that. Cold and dreary up here and raining, and virtually all the snow's gone on the 4,000 feet. There's a bit more up in the mountains. Let's see. Oh, yeah, easy question. Yeah, sure. Anyway, aircraft shortage. I don't know. These are big-time moving targets. And the thing is, Trump is going to have to fix all this catastrophe that's been happening lately when nobody's watching the hen house, some might say, there in the last administration. So, yeah, we're going to have to pay for it all and get very innovative and get things back so it can be handed over again and get trashed. So, Charlie, hit that blue button if you need to. Sorry about that. I didn't mention any names, though. Anyway, shortage of aircraft, I don't know. I'll bet it's at least A or B. Put me down for other folks are going for A, I guess, on this one. Oops, I lost my net loader. What happened there? Put me down for Bravo. I'll go Bravo on the aircraft shortage and the pilot shortage. Put me down for Bravo again, please. And mission capable rates, yeah, I guess they're pretty low. I think between 50-55%, probably for both the 35 and the F-22. You wouldn't know it from all the nice stuff you see on YouTube, though. But that's terrible. Mission capable rates, but I have to stipulate that these are very advanced aircraft. Your grandfather didn't have these aircraft. When we flew the F-111, we were in the high 90s mission capable rate. High 90s, believe it or not. But we got a lot of attention in dollars, too. So put me down for Alpha on the third question. I guess there's only three. So, Brian, thank you for that. You got a pretty good group this morning. Stefan was on the Echo Link earlier. I might have mentioned that. And I told him to come back in about an hour. Otherwise, he's only got to have me to talk to. And I had to get on the air here. So, with that, I'll turn it back to you, Brian. Thank you very much for on the net and preparing the questions for the net. I'll put out a notice here shortly to the net controllers. Leon's got at least one question that I'll give out to the first person that emails me back, but I haven't put the message out. So wait till I send the message out. Hopefully it'll be during the net here. And also Bob at 6RG did send a question, which I think I'm going to take for Monday because it's cut out my bailiwick a little bit. And I think I'll take his. So I will have only taken two since other people have been devoting questions to the cause here. So with that, this is K4YDB. Thank you, Brian. Thank you much.
Okay, Bob, real fine, K4YDB, WB5DRI. Well, you're booming into San Antonio this morning, Bob. A good signal, close to the 9 mark, and very good on everything. And, yeah, this question is pretty subjective, but like I say, it's from this one editorial. So, anyway, it gives you a lot of thought for discussion at any rate. But I got your answers there, Bob, as Bravo, Bravo, and Alpha. So let's go ahead and move on, break with you. Let's go to Frank up in Louisville, Kentucky. N4GYY. Good morning, Frank. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning to everybody that's on the net. It's a cool, cloudy, 43 degrees in Louisville. We're only supposed to get up to about 48. We might squeak out 50, but it's just, when I say squeak, it's going to be a squeak. But come Turkey Day, we're going to be rainy, and then right after Turkey Day, fire's going to fall out, and then they're talking about the highs being in the 20s and the lows being in the 60s. I am not ready for that as far as the weather goes. A couple days ago, we had 70 degrees, and I'd much rather go back to that. That's just me. Very interesting question. You know, today the Air Force isn't quite doing as well as it did back in the, I'm going to say, back in the 80s and 90s, and maybe even early 2000s. Of course, right after 9/11, I think it's cropped up a little bit just because of what's going on. But I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. I'm going to go Bravo on this. I'm probably wrong, but that's I'm probably wrong 50% of the time with you anyway. So that's going to be my answer, and this is going to be my last go around. I've got to get out of here. I've got to leave here about 10 o'clock, so I don't think I'm going to get the 7-3 round. So with that, we will take easy sleep, everybody. Good night, Brian. Good question, and we'll see you all later. WB5DRI, have a great day for GYY 73 on.
Okay, Frank, N4GYY, WB5DRI. Well, you're really blasting into San Antonio this morning, Frank. Good S9 signal, and good to hear you. And have a great day out there in Louisville, and stay on the warm side of the door there. It sounds like it's winter is on your doorstep there. So anyway, good to hear you, Frank, and we got your answers as Bravo, Bravo, and Bravo. So let's go ahead and move on. Next up is actually my older brother, W5OG, Dale, up in northeast Texas. Good morning to you, Dale, and love to you and Carolyn there. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Okay, Brian, mighty fine. Very good morning to you, and love to you and Susie. Hope everything is going well for you two down there in San Antonio. Beautiful morning again. Cool nights, warm days. It's lovely again. Continuing nice Indian summer, although the days are getting cooler, I must say. And I'm kind of like Chief Frank there. I'm ready for it to start warming up, Frank. That's weird. Oh my goodness, we got the bulk of the winter to go, unfortunately. We'll make the most of it, I guess. Interesting question. I do read those editorials, and so I started looking for my, what you say, November, December issue. I don't have that issue yet, Brian. I got October, September, October, but I don't have the new one apparently. But I think I'm gonna go with. I wrote down Charlie for the first answer. I think we have a bunch of airplanes still, and so I'm gonna go with it's dropped below a number. Well, it's like so many have said, it's pretty arbitrary, and it depends on how you're counting them and what you're and who's doing the counting, I suppose. That's coming from somebody who was a director of cost and management analysis at one time. I know how they come up with these numbers. Let's see. And as far as the next question, Bravo. We're short of about around 2,000 pilots, I think. And then that mission ready rate, it's low. It's around 50%. Hovers around there a lot. So Charlie Bravo Alpha, and we'll see how that comes out. I could be wrong in the first answer there, and perhaps I am. Anyway, you got a long list, so I'll put it back, Brian. And I did not hear a clip at all this morning on anything. And I don't know whether he may not have been there, or maybe it was in an area where he wasn't coming through well. And as far as that goes, Brian, I could not hear you at all locally here. You were coming in good, of course, on the SDR. But all of a sudden, you came right up out of the noise, and now you're an S9 with me, Brian. So somebody flipped the switch, and we have a little better short skip condition. Back to you, Brian. WB5DRI, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, real fine. W5OG, WB5DRI. Yeah, you came up to 10 over 9 with me, Dale. So we got that short skip that's popped in here, so it's wonderful to be so close and be able to hear each other on the radio. It's super. But anyway, I got your answers there as Charlie, Bravo, and Alpha there, Dale. So let's go ahead and move on here. But thanks for all your comments there. I agree with you 100% there. Let's go ahead. Next up would be, I believe, Art out in Arizona in New River, WX7, Lima. Art, good morning, WB5DRI. You're talking now, Art. Go ahead. Is anybody hearing Art?
Somebody's talking, but I'm not sure who it is.
It might have been off frequency, Brian, K4YDB. Well, I'm not sure if he's talking or not. I hear something way down in the mud there, Art. If that's you, good morning to you, and we'll come back to you on the at the bottom of the list here, Art. I thought I heard him in there, but I just can't make it out, Art. I'm sorry, we just don't have a pass this morning. But I'll give you a call here at the bottom of the list here. So thanks for joining us, and break with you. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go out to New Jersey to Ray out there, WB2JJO. You're up, Ray. Good morning, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI. From WB2JJO. Well, good morning to you, Brian, all the flyers on the net. This is Ray here from good old Petersburg, New Jersey, where it's sunny and 58 degrees. We have a beautiful day here. Last couple of days we had some rain, but today's a beautiful day here. And Brian, I want to give a shout out to our net logger, Lee. Boy, I tell you what, that net logger, the net logger page looks very, very pretty. Everything is filled in and it looks good. I know he was having trouble with it yesterday, but he must have fixed it because it really looks nice. All the blocks are filled in and I can tell where everybody's at and all that other good stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to give Lee a pat on the back because he does one hell of a good job on the net logger. And I'm pretty sure that's not what he call a very easy job. To move on there, let's see. As far as the question goes, well, I'll tell you what there, Brian, I'm going to go with my gut. When I looked at the question, I must have read it about a half a dozen times, and I don't really know all the answers, and I'm listening to all the gentlemen on here, and, you know, it's a very controversial type thing. So my answers are going to be alpha, alpha, and alpha. Triple A, alpha, alpha, and alpha is what I'm going to put out there today, because I really don't know the answer. And you know what? I really should subscribe to Air and Space magazine. I don't have that magazine, but I really should subscribe to that. So
So maybe I'll make that a priority for today. So back on you, Brian. Your beautiful S8 to S9 here on the electric radio, and I think my headset is working out pretty well today. So back over to you, sir. WB5DRI from WB2JJO. Okay, Ray, WB2JJO, WB5DRI. Well, you're a good 5'7", and sometimes stronger with me, Ray. So good to hear you this morning. And I got your answers here is Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. And yeah, the Air and Space Forces magazine is worth reading for sure if you want to know what's going on in the Air Force. So very good, Ray. Thanks for that. And break with you. Let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Let's go to our YouTube live stream guy, K4YDB. Charlie, thanks for all you do there, and good morning again. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Brian. Morning to all the flyers out there. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Right now it's currently 50 degrees here. Supposed to get up into the mid-50s again today, which is making it kind of pleasant outside. There is a light breeze, though. It's going to stay a little bit cool. But it is what it is. Not a lot going on over here. I've been working around the shack, trying to do some cleanup and playing around with microphones and trying to get different things working like they should be. But anyway, it is what it is. As far as the question goes, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna follow Dale because I was gonna use a Charlie, so he beat me to it. So put me down for Charlie, Bravo, and Alpha. WB5DRI, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, very good. K4YDB, WB5DRI. We got you down for Charlie, Bravo, and Alpha. And let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Let's go up to Scotia, New York, to Captain Bill, W2WLD. Bill, good morning. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Good morning again, Brian. Good morning all on the net. The rain has went up, but in fact, right now the sun's out, so we'll get up to the high 40s today. The propagation is pretty good. I'm copying you at S9. I copied my neighbor Ray at S9, so short and medium skip is working well. The question, I'm not an Air Force guy. I don't read that magazine, but the numbers that popped into my head as I went through it, I would believe that the Air Force dropped below 4,000, so I'm going Bravo. Pilot shortage, I'm guessing, is about 2,000, so that's another Bravo. And readiness, for that theory, what Bob said about being a 50% range, I can't go that low. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go with 70% from Charlie. So, British Broadcast Corporation, BBC, and Brian, I've got to be in and out. But thank you very much for running the net. Everybody have a great weekend. 73. WB5DRI, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill, very good. You're about a 5.5, 5.6 with me here in San Antonio, Bill. Good signal this morning. Good to hear you there. And I got your answers there, Bravo, Bravo, and Charlie. So 73s, have a great day there. Break with W2WLD. Let's go to our next station on the list here. It looks like it's John in Peoria, Arizona. W7AJN. Good morning, John. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, W7AJN. Thanks for a good net and interesting question on our current event. Let's see, as far as I know, Clinton just left for a conference. He's got a conference today starting at 11 o'clock. So, otherwise, everything's okay. We started out at 45 degrees this morning. We're up now, and it's supposed to go up to 78 today. So, beautiful day here in Central first one, number of pilots shortage is about 2,000. So I'm going to say Bravo, first part. On the percent of readiness, I'm going to say, what else is supposed to be? We showed the pilots, I'm going to say Bravo, so Charlie, Bravo, and then assessment, the readiness rate, I'm going to say 70%, but I guess it's the percent of what line you're going to listen to. So, I'm going to go with Charlie, Bravo, Charlie as my answer, Brian. So I'll be here to the bottom. WB5 DRI, W7, please join us.
Okay, John, very good. W7AJN, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, John. You're fairly strong on my radio, actually about 5'5", or sometimes a little stronger than that. So good to hear you there from Peoria, and got your answers there. I believe you said, I hope I have this right. I can't read my own writing here, but I think it's, I think you said Bravo, and Charlie, I believe. Or maybe it's, did you, no, you said Charlie, Bravo, and Charlie, I believe. So I got you down for that, John. So very good. Let's go ahead and move on. Frank, with you, let's go to one of our visitors. It looks like Frank in Florida, N1SSN. Good Navy call sign there, Frank. You're up for the Flyers Club net. What do you have for our net this morning? WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, November 1, Sierra November. Good morning, Brian and the group. Year 20 over in Central Florida, booming in here. Nice signal. Retired Navy vet, submarine veteran, retired E8, senior chief. Retired in 1993. Got my start in aviation and military flying clubs. One in particular, Charleston Air Force Base. Flew under the GI Bill. I'm a turbojet flight engineer, flew primarily on 737s after the military, and wound up being a Boeing 737 captain, flew 200 through 800 series, have about 9,000 hours. Mostly flew for bottom feeder airlines, no major, and my last 4 years of my career was flying as an expat in Japan. And right now we got a balmy 54 degrees, 12 centigrade here in Central Florida. That's about it from this end, Brian. November 1, Sugar, Norway.
Okay, Frank, we are moving in here at San Antonio this morning. Good to have you with us there. And thank you for your service there all the way around. Quite a distinguished career in the military and then in aviation after that there, Frank. So very, very good. And good to have you with us this morning. Did you have any answers to the questions, or are you just passing on that this morning?
Yeah, I missed part of it. I was checking on my dog. I had a Rottweiler running around the yard like a lunatic. So I missed the, so I'll pass on the vote.
Okay, well, we'll give you a pass and put you down for the correct answers there, Frank. So very good. We sure appreciate you joining our net this morning, and check out our website if you haven't done that yet. It is airforcesflyersclub.org. And come back and join us whenever you can. We love to have especially aviation folks on here, but anybody can check in. But it's good to have you with us this morning, Frank. So break with you. Let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Looks like we have another visitor from Ohio, Dwight, Whiskey 8 Tango Juliet Tango. Good morning to you there, Dwight. You're up, sir. WB5DRI. Kilo Delta 9 Whiskey. Yes, 6 I can't copy Dwight K8 TJT. I'm not sure if he's in there or not. But if you are in there, Dwight, good to have you with us. And I gave you a call on the 73 round. I did hear a couple of other stations in there. Let me go ahead and take the DX station there. Sonny, King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo in Oahu. Aloha, Sonny. You're up for our net. WB5DRI, good morning. Kilo, Delta, 9, Whiskey, Italy, Boston. Okay, Sonny, well, you're about a S5 and sometimes a little stronger than that with me. Good signal. Good to hear you. And 73, see you, sir. Have a great day there in Oahu in paradise. Thanks for checking in with us, Sonny. Break with King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo. Let's keep it moving here. Let's go to, I want to recognize a couple of stations that are listening first. KJ5YAI, Mike in Belton, Texas. Good morning to you, Mike. Thanks for being out there listening. And also Norm, N9KJN, up in Illinois, who quite often is listening on our net and has checked in before several times. So good to have you guys out there listening. Let's keep it moving here. Let's see if we can get John from Clovis, New Mexico, W5AWT. John, you're up for a net. WB5DRI.
This is Whiskey 5 Alpha Whiskey Tango. Yeah, John in Columbus, New Mexico. As far as the questions, I would say B, and A. I know that they've had problems with that in the past. And, I know my brother worked for Lockheed for a number of years, building F-16s and F-35s, and they would go out to do air shows in Paris and different places and have to rob parts up of one plane to get another plane to fly. So yeah, there's been an issue with that. I was in the Air Force back in the 90s, from 86 to 90. Spent some time at Ramstein, Germany. Spent some time in Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana on KC-135 tankers. And appreciate coming across this net. But I don't really have much else to say about that. But yeah, I appreciate I've been listening for a little bit here since the start of the net. And I'll turn it back to you, WB5DRI. This is W5AWT.
Okay, John, very good. W5AWT. Well, you're booming into San Antonio. S9 plus signal with me. Good to hear you this morning, and good to have you with us. And thank you for your service. And come back and join us whenever you can. And check out our website there, John, airforcesflyersclub.org. And let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Break with you. Let's go to, it looks like our Chief Mike up in near Oklahoma City, WW5ENZ. Good morning, Mike. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Hey, good morning. This is WW5ENZ. Good morning, Brian. And yeah, I was pretty late today. I'm raking leaves in the yard there, and so I don't. Let's see. I'm looking here at. I don't know, and I didn't even have the TV on, so. But yeah, we got a nice cool morning, about 55, 60 degrees. So it's good for raking leaves. As far as the question goes, this is a lot of reading on this one, interesting stuff. And I'm thinking that, boy, you guys, this is a tough one. I think, I'm going to go BAA. I'm going to go BAA. I think, the newer aircraft, which I think you called out here, are not quite doing so well as I think they expected. But then again, they're new, so there's a lot of work going on them. But I tried that. BAA. And I know we dropped a number of aircraft, but I'm not sure we dropped I don't know how far we went, so I guess I gotta start looking at that magazine. Anyway, other than that, everything's good here in Oklahoma. A nice clear day and not too much wind. So I'm gonna turn it back to you, Brian, and I'll be here to the bottom. WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike, very good. WW5ENZ, WB5DRI. Well, you're a solid S line with me this morning, Mike. Good signal. We got that nice short skip going between us this morning as well. And I got your answers there as Bravo, Alpha, and Alpha. So, very good. Let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Looks like next up would be Joe. I know he was waiting for a friend to come over and help him, I think, with a linear W5ABI. Good morning, Joe. WB5DRI. You're up, sir.
Yeah, WB5DRI on the Flyers, W5ABI. Yeah, good morning, Brian. Good morning, all the Flyers. Thanks for running to that. Currently 45 here and sunny. Let's go up to 70. So it's supposed to be a nice day. Yeah, I missed out on the question. I was in the middle of getting this amp in, and I bought an SB220 off this ham friend of mine for a little over $600, and I got all the hardback mods ordered, so I'm looking forward up the power a little bit. So I could never afford one when I was a young man, when they were popular, but I got one now after about 60 some odd years. Right on. So anyhow, we're going to get that going in the next couple weeks or so, as soon as we get the mod here. Anyhow, nothing happening here. I didn't hear the question, so I don't have an answer. But we'll be here at the bottom. WB5DRI, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe. Well, W5ABI, WB5DRI. Well, your X-Beam is doing a great job for you. Your solid S9, that 220, SB220 will help you out even more there, but you really don't need it today with the conditions there. And with your current antenna, it sure is doing a great job for you there. So, very good, Joe. And no problem on not hearing the question there. We'll talk about it a little more at the bottom, but good to have you with us this morning, Joe. Brick with W5ABI. Let's keep it moving here. Next up on my list here is visitor Forrest, I believe, from Louisiana, KG5EPW. If you're still in there, Forrest, you're up for the Flyers Club net. Good morning, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, this is KG5EPW. Yeah, I was listening and I was using NetLogger to keep track of everybody, so I don't know if I stepped in unannounced or anything, but as far as the questions, I'll go with Alpha for all of them. And thank you for the call.
Okay, real fine. Forrest, did you have an answer for the last question? There were three. I got you down for Alpha, Bravo. What was your answer on the last question? Over.
Well, making it even spread.
Okay, well, we'll put you down for Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, I believe. So, very good. Good to hear you this morning, Forrest, and thanks for joining us on the net here. And do come back and join us whenever you can. We're on here every day, starting up at 10 o'clock Central Time. So, very good. Keep it moving here. We have another, it looks like one of our members in Florida. Florida, we have Bob, K2SJP. Bob, good morning. You're up, sir.
WB5DRI, this is K4YDB. Temperature this morning, when I woke up outside, was exactly 60 degrees, and we're up to 69 right now. It's pretty cool outside, but nice to do some yard work. our mode, and I am working late for the net. Never heard the question, Brian, so we can't get an answer on that. Can we get some answer, please, now? We've got so much to do over here before we get back to holidays, which will be about 2 hours from now. So we'll probably catch you guys around 5 o'clock. Back to you, Brian. Thanks for
Okay, Bob, K2SJP, WB5DRI. Well, very good, Bob. Good to hear you this morning, and good signal with me here in San Antonio this morning, close to the 9 mark there. So very good, and have a great day there, and we'll put you down for the right answers here, Bob. So 73 to you, and hope you have a great one down there in luck. Break with K2SJP. Let's go to our South Carolina station this morning. Rodney, KC2LXD. If you're still in there with us, Rodney, you're up, sir. Good morning. WB5DRI. Okay, Rodney, KC2LXD. Well, good to have you with us there from South Carolina. You're about an S5 with me this morning. So pretty good signal here in San Antonio, and no problem on passing on the questions at all. But good to have you with us there, Rodney, and come back and join us again whenever you can. Break with you. Let's see if we can get David here in Texas. I'm not sure where Coleman, Texas is, but WW5 Tango Hotel Papa. David, you're up. WB5DRI. Good morning. Is he talking? I hear something way down in the noise. Well, I apologize, David. I'm just live copy this morning. I'm not sure if anybody can relay you or not, but good to have you with us this morning. And we'll come back to you here on the 73 round and give you a shout. Let's break with WW5PHP. Let's go to our W4 station, W4 VFW. Robert out in Tennessee. I know you've checked in with us before, Robert. Good to have you back on our net. You're up, sir. WB5DRI. I'm not sure if he's still talking or not. I apologize there, Robert. I'm just not copying this morning very well. But good to have you in there with us. Thanks for joining us, and do come back and join us again when you can. Break with you. Let's go to our tailhook Navy guy. Steve, good to have you with us this morning. And I think Indiana has a big game coming up today, about noon, with Ohio State. So it should be interesting. And I watched a little of the Purdue Michigan State game last night. So anyway, good morning to you, Steve. K6PX, you're up, sir. WB5DRI. I got your answers as Bravo, Bravo, Bravo.
Brian, he just posted that he was RX only over here on the stream.
Okay, Charlie, thank you for that. Well, we'll give you a wave of a salute there, Steve, and good to have you with us. And we'll keep it moving here. That is the bottom of the list as I have it here on NetLogger, and I know they had a bunch of visitors that were in there. I'm not sure if they stuck around or not. But let me see if I can go back and check here to make sure. I think there was a Kilo Delta 2, Delta Mike Romeo. Jeremy, if you're still in there, let me stand by and see if you're there. WB5DRI, go ahead.
Check in.
I don't hear Jeremy, but I do hear a check-in. Go ahead, check-in. Is that Larry, KB0LTT?
Yeah, good morning, Brian, and good morning to all the flyers. I've been listening since about 20 after the hour, but just sat here and listened. Just want to give a quick weather report here at Atlantic Municipal Airport in Iowa. I got winds 130 at 6, sky clear, 10 miles of visibility, 43 degrees, 34 degrees on the dew point, humidity 70%, the pressure 3003. You've been a solid 9 plus 10 this morning in central Iowa, Brian. Hope everybody's having a pleasant day. WB5DRI, KB0LTT. I haven't been checking in much lately because I've been doing some oversized loads with escorts. I got an oversized load right now at Combine going to Michigan, but no escorts needed on this one, so I had a chance to check in with everybody. Everybody have a good day. WB5DRI, KB0LTT, 18 World Mobile.
Okay, Larry, KB0LTT, 18-wheeler mobile. Have a good day there. You're about a 5.5, 5.6 with me here in San Antonio from Iowa this morning. Good to hear you. And 73 to you, and drive safe there. Very good to have you in there with us this morning. Break, that is the bottom of the list. Do we have any additional stations that would like to check in before I give the answers to the questions here? This is WB5DRI. Okay, well, I'm not hearing anybody, so let's go ahead and get to the questions here this morning. As I said at the start, the questions are kind of subjective, but they do come from an editorial in the Air Force's Air and Space Forces magazine, and it is a pretty good indicator of one man's answer to the questions about the declining number of aircraft in the Air Force. The first question, the answer was actually Charlie, according to this editorial. The number of aircraft, for the first time ever this year, has dropped below 5,000 that the Air Force has. And sadly, he says that the Air Force's program to plunge below 4,000 aircraft without any plan to stop the declining numbers here, let alone, there's just no plan to turn that around currently. We hope that things will change, and the Air Force will come up with a plan that will change those numbers. But anyway, that's the answer to the first question was Charlie, less than 5,000, headed down to 4,000 in a hurry probably. The second question, the pilot shortage. The Air Force is consistently short of about 2,000 pilots. So the second question, the answer was Bravo. The third question is to the mission capable rate for the F-35 and the F-22 fighters. It does hover around 50%, according to this editorial. So the correct answers were Charlie, Bravo, and Alpha. And the first person to actually get it 100% correct, there were a lot of partially correct answers, but my older brother Dale, actually W5OG, was the first one to hit the nail on the head, and he nailed it. And he hasn't even gotten his copy of Space Forces magazine yet. I had mine for about a week. I don't know what's wrong with your post office up there, Dale. I'm not sure. Anyway, it may not be a post office thing. It may just be that they haven't. It may just be the way they're mailing them out. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't quite understand that. But anyway. Congratulations on being the first one to nail it, and the second one was actually K4YDB Charlie, who also had Charlie, Bravo, and Alpha as the answers. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick 73 here. Let's go back to the top of the list and see if we can get Cliff in here this time. W5PIX, if you're still with us, Cliff, you're up for the 73 round. WB5DRI. Is Cliff talking? I'm not hearing anything. Well, I'm not sure if he's talking or not. I just can't make out anything intelligible there from your signal there, Cliff, if you're in there. But 73 is to you, and let's go ahead and keep it moving. Let's go to our net logger guy, N5BD Lee. You're up, sir, for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI N5B. Boy, it's been a busy day on that logger. And I've been keeping up, and I think John's been helping me, so thank you, John. Yeah, interesting question, and boy, you can sit down on a roundtable discussion and really have a lot of fat to chew on there. All right, I'll say 73, see everybody tomorrow. Thank you, Brian. Good net today. And WB5DRI N5B.
Okay, Lee, well, we'll talk to you tomorrow. 73 is to you, and thanks for all your help with the net logger this morning, and thanks for your questions there that you provide so often for our net here. We really appreciate those also. So break with N5BE. 73 is to you. Let's go to Chris out in Bowling Green again. KS5KY. Chris, you're up for the 73 round. WB5DRI. Okay, Chris, well, 73 is to you, and thanks for joining us this morning. You're sounding good there from Bowling Green. So, break with you. Let's go to our station, our net control station out in California, Honolulu, WA6LJS. John, you're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Okay, thank you, Brian. WB5DRI, WA6LJS, 73 to everybody. everybody. Good net today. Hearing just about everybody, except I never heard Clifford. I don't think he was really in there today. I just talked to Steve Jones, NSC. He just came on to Echo Link, and he'll meet us over there on Echo Link because he came in late. And I wanted to mention we've got a brand new member, number 780. John is his name, and his call sign is Kilo 8 Yankee Oscar, K4YDB, and John is in Tallahassee, Florida. So welcome to him. He was in here yesterday, but he didn't come in today. So we'll probably hear him next week sometime. Back to you, Brian, and I'll be over to Echo Lake to WB5DRI, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, WA6LJS, WB5DRI. Well, thanks for that information there, John. And we got that down, K4YDB. Yeah, I know he's been with us for quite a few net sessions, so very good on that. And let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Break with you, John, and let's go to my older brother. Dale, congratulations. WB5DRI, you're up, sir. W5OG, WB5DRI.
Okay, Brian. I don't know what why my copy of that magazine is so late. I noticed that was the QSC when I used to get the paper copy. Maybe there's somebody, sometimes I would be the last one to get the next month. But so maybe there's somebody reading it on the way, or I know the last few miles it's by Pony Express. So, and your birthday card took a month to get to San Antonio. So who knows, Brian? Anyway, good net. Enjoy it. 7-3, see you on Echo Lake. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, W5OG, WB5DRI. Well, 73s for now. We'll talk to you some more on Echo Link there. And Brick with W5OG. Let's go back to Art, WX7, Lima. Art, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI. Okay, Art. WX7 Lima, WB5DRI. Well, 73 to you, sir. Good to have you with us, Art. Have a great day out there in Arizona. Break with you. Let's go to Ray again. WB2JJO. Ray, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI from WB2JJO. Well, fine business there, Brian. Well, I didn't do too good on your question. I got a 30% on this one here, so I guess I got to really close to subscribe to that magazine and start reading up on that kind of stuff. But anyway, it was a very, very good question for sure, and like you said, it was very controversial. Just want to say that your signal held up to the entire net, anywhere between a 7 and a 9. 7 and 9, mostly on the 9 side, so we're doing pretty good here, Brian. So with that there, I'll say 7-3 to you, and I'll catch everybody back on Monday. WB5DRI from WB2JJO.
7-3, Brian.
Yeah, I realize that. I just noticed it. Thanks, Dale. Sorry about that, Bob. Ray, 73 to you. Break with WB2JJO. Let me go back and get our commander skipped inadvertently there. K4YDB. Bob, you're up, sir, for the 73 round. WB5DRI.
Okay, Brian, no sweat, and I guess Frank perhaps gave us 73 there. He's doled out there. Anyway, thank you for running the net, Brian. I may or may not be on Echo Link this morning. Lynn just took off that I need to go and line some fires upstairs. I'll try to get on. Say hi to Stefan again for me if he comes on this morning. Anyway, back to you, Brian. Thank you for an enjoyable net, and you got a big group here. K4YDB. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Bob. 73 to you, and maybe we'll talk to you some more on Echo Link there. All right. If not, have a great day, and let's keep it moving here. Break with K4YDB. Let's go back to our YouTube live stream guy. Thanks for all you do there, Charlie, and you got the congratulations on correct answers there also. K4YDB, WB5DRI. You're up, Charlie.
WB5DRI, K4YDB. Well, thanks for that, Brian. I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a good day. We will try this again tomorrow. It's K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charlie. Well, 73 is to you. Break with you. Let's go to back to Arizona, to Peoria, Arizona, to John, W7AJN. John, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
Thanks for taking that break. Doing a good job. And give my son a praise to all the players out there. Thank you, I wanted to say you're in charge of W7AJN back in Mexico.
Okay, John. Well, 73 is to you. And we'll talk to you maybe on Echo Link some more. Break with W7AJN. Let's go back to Frank. Out in Florida, N1 SSN. Frank, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
Okay, Brian, thanks. WB5DRI, November 1 SSN. 73 is to you in the group, and I'm working on the application right now for the Flyers Club. I'll catch you all again.
Okay, Frank, well, very good, and I'm sure John will be looking for it there, so we're glad to have you as part of our group here, Frank. Very good to hear you this morning. 73 is to you, and break with you. I should mention, Frank, and anybody else out there listening on the net this morning, we are on Echo Link on the conference node Alpha Foxtrot Charlie. All stations are welcome to join us over there at the conclusion of this net on Echo Link. We do have a short 73 session over there after this one. So 73's Frank, break with you. Let's see if N9KJN Norm might be in there this morning. He was receive only, but I'll take a standby for him just in case. WB5DRI. Well, I don't hear Norm this morning, but I know he's out there listening, so we'll give you a 73's Norm. And let's go to Mike. Chief Mike, WW5ENZ. Mike, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
Okay, WB5DRI, Brian, WW5ENZ here, and yes, great net, and I got one right, you know, and that was pretty good. I'm surprised I got any. Anyway, everybody take care, 73 call, and we'll catch you the next time I can get back out to the net. WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike, 73 is to you. Break with WW5ENZ. Let me go back and get John and Columbus, New Mexico, I think. W5AWT. John, you're up for a 73 round. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI. This is Whiskey 5 Alpha Whiskey Tango. Thanks for running that. Yeah, I'm glad I caught onto the net here. I've got you saved in my bookmarks on your webpage and on your YouTube live stream. I'll be trying to catch up with you here. I am currently employed. I'm a school teacher. I was in the Air Force a long time ago, but yeah, so I won't be on very often, but on the weekends and maybe during the holidays I can join in here and enjoy the conversation. Well, I appreciate you for running the net, and thanks to everyone out there on the net. This is, I'll take it back to Whiskey 5, Whiskey Bravo 5. Delta Romeo India, this is Whiskey 5 Alpha Whiskey Tango, back to you.
Okay, John, W5AWT, WB5DRI. Well, thank you again for your service there, John, and thank you for what you're doing there as a teacher. That's a very, very important, critical job these days for the younger generations that are up and coming. We certainly hope that they'll listen to all that you have to say and learn and have a very good understanding of the history of this country and what we're all about and how important our freedoms are and so forth there. So very good on all that, John, and do come back and join us whenever you can there, even with your busy schedule there. Break with you. Let's go to, let's see if KG5EPW might still be in there. That's Forrest over in Louisiana. KG5EPW, you're up, sir. WB5DRI for our 73rd round.
WB5DRI, KG5EPW. Yeah, thank you for calling. I wasn't expecting it. Like I said, I'm new to NetLogger and I'm new to teaching operations. I've been tooling around the band trying to get a feel for it. But yeah, I do appreciate it. You sound really good here in Louisiana, 5'9", all quiet. So I'm up to 73 and hand it back to Net. WB5DRI, KG5EPW.
Okay, very good. Forrest, come back and join us whenever you can there. And you're sounding good here in San Antonio this morning. So 73 is to you. Break with you. Let's go to W5ABI. Joe, did you get that linear already? WB5DRI.
Yeah, WB5DRI, W5ABI. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to get it out of camera now. But it's in pretty good shape, so I got a project ahead of me. I want to say hello to the station in Columbus. We're in Las Cruces, so if you're still listening. Anyhow, thanks for running the net, and call ready to get the questions. And send me thanks to you and all the files. WB5DRI, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, very good, and have a great day there in Las Cruces. Good to hear you this morning as usual, and we'll talk to you the next time, maybe on Echo Link some more. So 73 to you, break with W5ABI. That is the bottom of the list as I have it. Everybody else is great out here on NetLogger, so I think everybody is pretty much checked out. Let me stand by one last time before I shut this down for any last minute check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, members or guests. This is WB5DRI. Please call now.
This is Kilo Juliet Sierra Bravo for a quick signal check.
There's a Kilo Zero station calling. What's your phone call sign there? Kilo Zero Juliet something?
Roger, Kilo Zero Juliet Sierra Bravo. Just checking in for a quick signal check. I just been restoring a video and want to get a signal check from you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I have your call sign. Kilo Zero Juliet Kilo Bravo. Is that correct? Can I get your name and location?
Kilo Zero Juliet Sierra Bravo. Zero JSB. QSO.
K0 Juliet Zulu Bravo.
QSO.
Okay, can I get your name there?
My name is Chip.
I'm sorry, there's some QRM that's also come on the frequency here, and you're not real strong with me. I can hear you, but I just couldn't get all of that when you transmitted there. I apologize there, old man. But thanks for checking in with us this morning. I'm sorry I can't give you more of a signal report. You're about an S5 when I was able to copy you there. Back to you. K0JZB, WB5DRI.
Yeah, the call here is Juliet Sierra Bravo. Juliet Sierra Bravo.
QSL, I apologize. Juliet Sierra Bravo. K0 Juliet Sierra Bravo. And where are you located?
Located in Ames, Iowa. Name is
Okay, Jeff in Ames, Iowa. Very good, Jeff. Well, I'm copying you a little better now, but you're about a 5.4, 5.5 almost with me. So when there's no QRM, very good. Good to hear you this morning, and have a great day there in Ames. 73 CU. I think I'm going to go ahead and close down the net, and thanks for jumping in there at the bottom of our net here. Good to have you with us this morning. Break, that is the end of the last year that I have. I'm going to go ahead and shut the net down and switch over to Echo Link to our conference node AFSC over there. I want to thank all the participants this morning, all the relays, the folks that helped out, N5BE that helped out with NetLogger, and K4YDB that does a live stream of our net on YouTube. And I want to thank all who joined in to our net this morning. Everybody have a great day out there. 73s, God bless our troops, and God bless the USA. This is WB5DRI, now closing the Air Force's Flyers Club net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. Good day, everybody.